You're now watching the second part of a three-part video series on protecting online course content videos. If not already seen, please click this card to see the part 1 video first before you proceed further, because that video will also set the tone for this entire video series. In case you already watched it, welcome back, and let's now go over the options that are available in securing the videos hosted on these three popular online teaching platforms: Teachable, Thinkific, Kajabi. And what's common in all of them? They all use Wistia, as we can see from their respective help and support articles.
Let's see what Teachable has to say about security. Here they mention that even with these security precautions, it is impossible to completely stop content theft, sharing and piracy. Although with Teachable there is no further option available to my knowledge, they do tell us that we can send a DMCA takedown notice if we believe that any content violates our intellectual property rights, and so they provide some guidance around how to do it. This requires some work, but chances are more that it can positively work in your favor to take down the pirated content. Sometimes it might feel like chasing two rabbits on a new moon night, but let's not leave any stone unturned. So do your bit and submit the DMCA notice if you find your content stolen and sold on some other website. Next, let's see what does Thinkific has to say about limiting or discouraging content sharing. This article will cover what settings they have in place and some recommendations to prevent sharing. I have provided these links in the description below, so please do check them out. But what if students share logins with their friends and thus cost you that missed customer value? Thinkific provides a way to combat that issue as well. These are quite task-bound, but if you're really keen in these security procedures, then it's time worth spending looking into these methods. A point to note here is that I'm not being sponsored by any of these course platforms, and these are all my independent tests that I'm running and the experiments I'm going through to see which course platform is more suitable for video security. Here's a good point that also makes sense, something we will also talk in detail in the third part of this video series. Lastly, speaking of Kajabi, it's a beast and offers a ton of tools that are beyond what a normal online instructor needs. You get websites, payment system, products shop, email automation and so much more. Coming to video security, there aren't any great options available at the outset. Although their platform is quite robust with strong security around their login credentials and the entire workflow design around customer-student relationship and overall onboarding process, their video security is left with Wistia's video hosting to take care of. And I tested this by checking the available settings in my Kajabi Growth account. We do have the option to control the domain connected to our Kajabi account, something similar to what we saw within Wistia itself in the first part. However, I didn't find any access level settings that can be implemented for videos that we add directly to the Kajabi course pages. To summarize, to each his or her own. However, in my tests, since Wistia is the common platform used as video hosting by these three course platforms and also many other course platforms out there, only Thinkific offers some granular level details and options, as we saw earlier, when it comes to controlling and analyzing unauthorized downloading or sharing of video content we create. And we didn't find anything close within Teachable and Kajabi. Again, as I said, to each his own, because some might like the different tools offered by Kajabi and some may love the look and feel that Teachable has. But if your only concern is around securing your video content within your online course modules, then Thinkific would be my choice.
This completes the second part of this video series in protecting your video content. In the third and last part, we will discuss some best practices to follow at the time of content creation to mitigate this problem of content piracy.